What is going on, YouTube? Fight fans all over the world. It's your boy, the realest of the real. Yes, sir, I said the Real Talk Boxing. It is a privilege and honor and a major blessing to be with you, beautiful people, yet again. It is a beautiful day here in Texas. Beautiful day. I actually worked out this morning. My back felt a little bit better. Still not 100%. I still have to go to the pain center, back specialist, Friday. And see what really is going on. But other than that, I actually took down the wave bag. I'm going to be working on more so on movement than just straight power punches. You know what I'm saying? I was getting to the point to where I thought I may not be able to fight next month, but after a couple of days, my back's feeling better. Hopefully, I get a good report when I go to the specialist, and we'll see. But as of right now, I think I will be able to fight. But in any event, in any case, I want to speak on something. I've been getting a handful of messages on Instagram asking more about Wilder. You know, his performance, why he lost, what could he have done better, and do you think Deontay Wilder will ever fight again? So I'm going to touch on that. This video may be a little bit longer than usual because I want to be very thorough. And forgive me if I bounce from one corner to another. My mind's kind of sporadic like that. And sometimes if I don't stay focused on what I'm talking about, I would just flat out lose it. Comes with age, you young bucks. Keep living. You'll understand. First, before I even start on that, I want to say something about Malik Scott. Now, I had some pretty harsh things to say about Malik Scott. You know, some of them were just my opinion, but I may have pegged Malik Scott wrong. I may have, because Malik Scott, saw an interview with him and Ellie sat back. Freaking Ellie sat back, man. I ain't gonna get started on him, and he said some things that I was very surprised to hear him say, man. He gave Tyson Fury all the credit in the world, all the respect he could possibly give him and his team, Sugar Hill. You know, he showed himself to be a class act. He said he actually wanted to embrace Tyson Fury and Sugar Hill because he wasn't just going against Tyson Fury. He said, I was going against the whole Crunk style. And I respect it all, and I wanted to, but honestly, I don't know what would have happened if he'd done that on the night of the fight, after the fight. I don't know what Deontay Wilder would have done or said. You know what I'm saying? But it's probably best that he waited and he shared his true feelings. And, you know, I respected that coming from Malik Scott. I really did, man. And it kind of shed a different light on Malik Scott, and it gave me a thought that maybe the more Deontay has Malik Scott around, the less of an arrogant, grudge-holding, non-forgiving person Deontay Wilder, you know, would become. Maybe he would become less of that. So, big shout-out and respect to Malik Scott, man. Showed himself to be a class act. I respect that, and I respect him. Now, as far as what Deontay Wilder could have done to have bettered himself in that fight, honestly, nothing. I had in my mind how the fight was going to play out. You know, I had a gut feeling on who would win this trilogy fight. I didn't want to disclose that because I didn't want people to think that I was being biased. So I just said 50-50. And in my heart of hearts, I felt it was a 50-50 fight because, you know, Deontay Wilder always has that knockout punch. But when I saw the weight of both fighters at the weigh-in, I knew right then what was going to happen. Deontay Wilder's game plan from the first round was good. You know, he was going to the body, and I think that led to a lot of Tyson Fury slowing down. But once he saw Deontay Wilder was seeing it wasn't having an effect that he thought it should have been having, which it was a great effect, but I think he lacked a little bit of patience. and he didn't pay attention to detail, and he just neglected it and reverted back to what we all know he really is. But I don't think that there was anything physically possible that he could have done. Nothing. Tyson Fury has this number. That's just my opinion. You know, it's my opinion, and it's a very, very strong opinion, and the proof's in the pudding. You know, we got to draw the first fight. Could have went either way. We got a domination, just a landslide of a win in the second fight, and also the third fight. Even though it ended in a knockout, man, it was crazy. It was crazy. So Tyson Fury has his number. I felt in my heart of hearts that he was going to win this fight. I just didn't disclose it. I said 50-50 just to be fair. Now, Deontay Wilder did come out and make a statement that, hey, man, I gave it all that I could possibly give. My best wasn't, good enough. He wasn't 277 pounds for no reason. He wasn't coming in to do ballet dancing. He came to lean on me, grab me, hold me, smother me, maul me. And it worked. It worked. And I can appreciate that from Deontay Wilder. Still don't appreciate the fact that they didn't embrace. Now, I've seen a lot of people, a lot of videos. Hey, man, well, during the face-off in the middle of the ring before the fight, Tyson Fury called Deontay Wilder BITCH. This segment's boxing. You know Tyson Fury, how he is before the fight, during the fight, and then after the fight, he always shows respect. I just don't see that as an excuse not to shake the man's hand after the beautiful performance that they both displayed. This heavyweight fight, in my opinion, it goes down. This fight is going to go down in history. And I'm talking about with all the other greats. Yes, it was sloppy. Very, very sloppy. Yes, both of them were doing terrible things in the fight to constantly get hit. It wasn't a masterful performance. It was a slugfest. It was just a flat out display of beautiful violence that people yearn for. Both of them could have been way more technical, even Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury ran into shots he wasn't supposed to run in. And did you notice the shots that actually hurt both fighters? Did you notice? And did you pay attention? It wasn't the straight shot to the chin. It wasn't a straight shot to the face. It was all behind the ears. Every time both fighters got hurt, it was on the ear or almost right behind the ear. Those are the sweet spots on both of those fighters. And if any of the top heavyweights out there are not paying attention to that, then y'all are foolish. Those are the sweet spots that you need to go for. Both Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Both of them, all the knockdowns were right here. Right here. If I'm not mistaken, I could be. But I've watched the fight twice since Saturday. And that's what I seen them. That shot on the ear is what hurt both of those fighters. So pay attention. Usyk, AJ, White, Parker, Ruiz. Y'all pay attention to that. Now, do I think Deontay Wilder will ever fight again? Or should he fight again? I don't know. I don't know if he'll ever fight again. I really don't. I think he should. Judging now by how I see Malik Scott, maybe it's a good thing. Maybe he'll trust Malik Scott even more. They asked Malik Scott, was it talked about you throwing in the towel, that you could not do that? He said, not so much per se. He said, I've known about this years ago. He said, I've been friends with Deontay Wilder years ago, and I've always known that. So it wasn't like we sit down and he told me, you better not throw in that towel. He always knew that. He says, listen, I am a knockout artist, and you should never throw in the towel with a knockout artist. And I can totally understand that. But now everybody sees what would have happened if Mark Breland didn't throw in that towel last fight. Because I'm going to be honest with you, I thought he was way worse off that second fight than he was in his third fight, because even though he got hurt, knocked down, Deontay Wilder continued to get up and he was still game. But at the end of the day, his best could not compare to Tyson Fury. Couldn't. And I honestly don't think Tyson Fury was 100%. There was a lot of things that went on in his camp also. A lot. So his focus probably wasn't all the way there, but Deontay Wilder's best wasn't good enough for Tyson Fury. I think Deontay Wilder should fight again. I think that he should keep Malik Scott around. I think that they should continue to implement certain things. They still need to work on his control. They still need to work on Deontay Wilder's control. He still gets too over anxious for me. He still throws every shot with the intent to knock someone out. He needs more finesse. He needs more of the basics. He needs to know how to chill out in that ring and to stay focused, to stay calm, and to learn how to visually see when their plan that they have implemented is working and stop being so impatient. If they can do that, which is going to be hard to do, then I can see Deontay Wilder getting some wins and probably doing a lot better against these top tier heavyweights. In my personal opinion. Now, again, do I think he's going to fight again? I don't know. The only thing I can say is he should. In my personal opinion, he should. It was an amazing fight. Very much so. That the Alphabet Boys, I'm surprised. I'm kind of surprised that they didn't come out and just, do what they do best. I am thoroughly surprised and I'm happy about it. I am happy about it. But I think at the end of the day, Deontay Wilder gained more fans in this loss than he has in all of his other wins, to be completely honest with you. Now, there's still a lot of people out there who I'm done with you. You didn't shake this man's hand. You didn't embrace him. Yeah, that was wrong. It was. And I exercised that. I explained that. I gave my thoughts on it. I didn't like it and I don't agree with it. I don't. But what's done is done. And I think I have a funny feeling, and maybe this is a hope, that later on Deontay Wilder will come out and say, you know what? That was wrong of me. It won't be anytime soon. This dude is stubborn as stubborn can be. All right? You know what else is surprising? How many people got a hold of me and said, man, real talk, we thought you was just going to get on and just blast this dude. We thought you were going to get on here and clown Deontay Wilder. How can I clown anybody who gave that type of performance, who laid their life and their heart on the line? I'm not that type of dude. And a lot of y'all out there thought I was going to do that. Don't lie. A lot of you. And there was some of y'all out there that was waiting for Deontay Wilder to knock Tyson Fury out so y'all can come at me. Hey, real talk. You see what happened? Your boy got knocked out. Deontay Wilder this, Deontay Wilder that. I know y'all was sitting back waiting. But I'm not that type of dude. You ought to know me by now. I am not that type of dude. I cannot hate on someone that put their life on the line. This time, Deontay Wilder did exactly what he said he was going to do. Let a warrior go out on their shield. I respect it. I don't have to, but I do. I don't agree with everything that dude says and does. Y'all know that. But the display of heart, man, you should fight again. If he's okay, because he took a beating. He took a beating. That was a nasty knockout. Nasty. But Tyson Fury said it best. If you can't knock me spark out, if you can't render me unconscious for 10 seconds, you're not going to beat me. I'm starting to believe that. Now the big question is, man, can he actually beat Usyk? How would that fight play out? How would that be? Honestly, in my opinion, I think it'd be a very boring fight. Chess match all day. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. But I don't think it's going to be fireworks like him and Deontay Wilder. It's just like Malik Scott said. They are tragically made for each other. They are great dance partners. I don't know if Deontay is going to fight again. But I think he should. Now I'm going to chill out, with the Deontay videos for a little bit. Because that's all you're seeing. And I get it because it's the hot topic. I've said all that I've had to say. I've surprised a lot of people out there who thought I was just going to clown this dude. Nah, man. The only way I'm going to clown him if he came with excuses and was just saying some totally outlandish stuff like the last time. But this time, I give him respect. And Tyson Fury, brother, I don't care what people say about you. Yeah, you look sloppy. You wasn't technically as sound as you usually are. You did a lot of things wrong in that fight too. It was a sloppy fight, but you put your heart on the line also and your life. And you came out on top, bro. And you showed sportsmanship after the fight. Well, you tried to, but it wasn't given back. But it's all good. I'm still looking forward to see what's in store for their future career. But as of right now, y'all go cash that check. Be thankful and blessed that you're still alive in one piece. Peace to both of you fighters. Go spend time with your family and be merry. What's your thoughts on this? Comment down below. Let your boy Real Talk know. As always, respect all. Fear none. God bless. Until the next time, Real Talk Boxing. I'm up. I'm out of here. Shit kicks. Boom.